So guys, welcome back to GameNet Studio, and today we're playing Alan Wake 2. Yeah, I'm not gonna do too much of an intro, but I think let's just get started and let's get into the game. And yeah, man, let's go. I think it's probably the I think a lot of people has been waiting for this game to come out. And I've seen some fantastic reviews already on the game, so I think let's just get into it.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
I need water. Oh my god, this is fantastic. This actually looks really good. It's about 11:30 p.m. On a Friday night, and we are continuing to play Alan Wake 2. Actually, I just started playing. And first impressions is the game looked absolutely fantastic.
Already gone.
So assuming we're just gonna try and go further up as possible. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where am I going? Where am I going? I think I'm gonna try and get to the street. think he's gonna get murdered, man. Like, oh my god. This guy's running so slow. I always thought like they were like scared of the light, you know. So I thought that was best to run into the light.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan?
They're setting the
I
scene
will.
for
Bye, kiddo.
a detective that's very family orientated.
Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
The single
Snarky
detective.
kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm
Mr.
glad you're on this
Anderson.
case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene.
Ah, that deputy is
There's
gone,
the
bro.
car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear.
Return
I'll check
invitation.
out that map.
Let's go. Get to the crime scene, find the deputies. Okay, cool. So that's our first little mission.
Worth memorizing.
Let's
Before we
check
get
the map.
swallowed up by the trees.
The map displays key locations in the area.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
Let me just check a few things out. Cool. Okay.
Quit your belly aching, Thornton. I'm up here now. That's just how the cookie crumbles.
Cool. So here's the map. Check the goals. We about here. Okay, cool. So we can actually see where we're going. I'm not a huge fan of like maps, but I'm gonna try my best to play the game this way, of course.
Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agent's right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Any witnesses to the crime? I could use a briefing. Let's get straight into it.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know.
Cool. Let's
Inside.
look at the body.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Okay, so we have to get to the crime scene and we're gonna meet Thornton.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts
So
of
we
the
can't
case
go
so
that
far.
way. You can
Make sure I'm
access the
seeing the
case
clues
board inside
clearly.
the mind place. Okay.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders.
Okay, so this is the
Worth taking
mine
another
place.
look.
Interesting. The Cauldron Lake murders. The murder method, slight difference in murders, bloating only, commonality in bodies, but not cause of death, just trauma exposure to water post-mortem. Okay. Bruising on wrists and legs, stash in the chest. All bodies experience bloating. Okay. Post-mortem tattooing, etc. The case board is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyze clues and progress the investigation. Okay. You can use the right stick to move around. Can zoom in, zoom out. You're now free to navigate the case board or leave by pressing circle button. sure if this. Okay, that's the map. Where's the okay, there's a convenience store, so we just have to walk all the way down there. Get to the convenience store. Visiting the mine place does not pause the game, so be mindful of nearby threats.
Close to cracking it?
Interesting.
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Okay, how do I get down? It must be this way.
Nature gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
This guy's lying, bruh. He's involved.
Real funny, Anderson.
Stairs are out.
Because he just looks
You
like a
okay to
guy
jump
likes
down?
taking
I'm
credit
not
for
that
himself.
old.
It's quite a big case, so why not, you know? That makes me suspicious.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
How much clearer can I make it, Mulligan?
I have to say, man, the game looks absolutely amazing. The last game, obviously, it was way back in the graphics were trash. So
I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
there's footprints here, no? Oh,
So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Foggy, he's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay. Let's start by examining our guest of honor.
bro, this guy's
Does
just
this fit the
overweight,
MO of the
and
previous
they were
murders?
saying the victims are bloated.
Step 1. Body is positioned on the
You
table.
unlock the first key image. You can place it in the
Ritualistic.
caseboard inside the mine place. Okay. Where do I do that? Allows target to see active clues. The key image can be selected with X and placed in the caseboard. Okay. And do we do this?
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town.
Placing a key image on the case board
Coincidence?
begins a new line of investigation. Another body has been found in the hoods, perfect timing, etc., etc. Continue. When a key image is placed, it will prompt a new question. Consistent with the other murders. Another one, okay, cool. Objectives are viewable at the case board in your goals. Cool, so we need to investigate the crime scene. Okay. Collect clues from the body to progress the investigation.
Incised stab wound.
Interesting
Chest
game.
cut open. Heart removed. The killer left the heart right next to the body.
DNA.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
Newly discovered clues can be placed onto the question. Okay, how do I do that?
Nah. Doesn't look right.
Okay. So I always need to place it on the question.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
The clues have resolved the open question and unlocked a deduction. As you advance the investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. Okay, 3 goals. Continue. Investigate the crime scene, learn more about the victim, learn more about the killer. You are free to examine the caseboard or leave to collect new clues. I think we should leave and collect new clues.
Who is our victim? Who killed him?
No
Need to find
shit.
more clues. Large amount of blood on the table.
I would also die there.
The
My heart
victim
was cut
died
open.
here.
Cool. So we need to look for new clues.
Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
Okay, let's see if there's anything else. Don't think so. We'll probably need to go to the caseboard and like
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Was he killed here or brought here after? For display. Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms.
Clues can be discovered by
Oh,
speaking
and
to
sisters.
people as well as examining your surroundings. Okay, let's see.
Oh, I sure do. His name is
13 years
Nightingale.
ago.
He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
No.
Oh, it says for later, for later. Okay, cool. Don't think it goes. I think it goes to by the victim. Or maybe we can place it here, perhaps.
Nah.
Heavy blood splatter on table. You know what? I'll get back to that.
Doesn't look right. So you knew Albert.
You see, this guy's dodgy, man.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot
Icons on the
pretty
bottom
quick
left
after
corner
that.
indicate that critical content is available in the mind place. Okay, let's ask some more questions. Yeah, let's.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Okay, let's go to the mind place before she starts.
I think... Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. Boot prints indicating multiple killers.
Okay, premeditated
Quite
or
the party.
spontaneous. Definitely premeditated.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting
He must
for
have done
him.
something crazy.
But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here?
Okay, let's see.
Why now?
Victim.
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt.
Crossing over with John
Use
Edward.
whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation.
Okay, so we're
Piece it
gonna go
together.
into profiling. Using an intuition, Saga can discover new clues by profiling people of interest. Missing person and ritual murder. Let's go. Missing person.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake
Okay,
before his murder.
let's go to ritual murder.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Like the switch, it goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's
He was chosen.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Okay, let's exit. Let's go to the case board. Okay, interesting.
This mug always cheers me up.
There's another. Okay, so we continue to investigate the crime scene and then we need to check the lakeshore. So let's go.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Okay.
Casey's been
well,
here
I'll
before,
just,
bruh. He
I'll just
knows
wait
exactly
here.
where we're going.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction.
Safety.
From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Okay,
Haven't figured that part out yet.
I guess we're gonna come back
Lots
that way.
of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though. There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading the words. These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page.
Manuscript pages
the
can be
killers
read
left it for
inside
us.
the Saga Mine Place. Okay, let's open this.
I should
damn
profile
thing.
Nightingale about this page.
The trail has gone cold.
Nope.
Let's go back. Where do we read the manuscript pages? That's where we go. Okay, read. The victim was one of the... Okay, it's basically saying the same thing what she was saying in the previous insert.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them.
Okay, interesting.
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Let's see, what do we have to do next? Find out what happened to Nightingale. Okay, cool. Let's get out of here. There's something else I need to do. Okay, so we're going back into profiling.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what. I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Think.
Think. Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Learn all I can here. Okay. See what we're looking at. So return to Bright Falls, ask the deputy to move the body. Cases. Okay, cool. We have only one case so far.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story.
So we're going back to the murder site. I guess we're gonna go this way around.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
Not sure why I'm coming this way, but maybe I'll find more clues. Maybe that's the aim of me coming this way. I'm not gonna read all of this. I can zoom for y'all, and you can read all of this. Okay, cool. We're actually starting to loot.
Is that a kid's lunchbox?
I don't see a kid's lunchbox.
An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy
I know
crime
things
books.
can get a little crazy
but he
around,
really
around here,
hates the
but if you're ever
movies.
feeling scared, just remember that Ellen is watching over us. Interesting. Okay, something weird happened there. But anyway, let's go back.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Did you know this entire area is inside a caldera? This whole mountain used to be an active volcano. Imagine the force it took to carve this crater out of the earth. Calderas are pretty rare, so be sure to take it in.
So, essentially, we're standing in the gaping maw of hell.
You got it. I used to love geology when I was in school. I helped Logan build a great baking soda volcano for her science fair.
Cheating on a science fair? Almost a crime, Anderson.
I'm not gonna say no to quality time with a volcano. I mean, my daughter.
I'm just gonna have a look at this side. See what's popping. Brand new whoop just hopped in.
A creepy twig sculpture?
Confused, follow these steps, wash your hands, take the chicken out of the fridge,
Wonder what's inside.
and take a nap.
I should take a look around for a way to open this thing.
Okay, let's try. I don't think I'm gonna get this. And there's probably a clue somewhere. Let me see.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
I think it could be these clues actually. Let this be a warning for trespassers. You will follow Let this warning to you, fellow trespassers. They say the lake is sculpture or something formerly erupting volcano, or the sinkholes is to leave in its wake. But what if it's not true? What if there's something else, something less natural, and much more man-made, intentional? I say the lake's not form, it's design, and it has its purpose. Okay, I'm not going to read all of this. Yeah, but it does have some clues. So the lake is hiding a place. Beneath the calm surface lies a secret machinery ready to be activated at a press of the button, and the people with the button. They're in that big house by the lake preparing. I know it. First drawing, water line. The real cadet is made from kernel, lava. Second drawing, water line, engineer structure, strange machines. Okay, interesting. Okay, so these symbols are all over the house. I need to figure out how they actually come together. Might be the actual clue to this little case over here. And in which order do we go? That is the problem. And there's 3 of them, so...
Hey, Casey. What's the Forest's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. force can be a dangerous place.
Let's speak to the cop.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Return to Bright Falls. Take the car back to
Thanks.
Bright Falls.
Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Bro, the shortcut's
Let's try
gonna
that
give us
shortcut the
surprises, I
deputy
know it.
mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Oh wow. Okay, this is not like the full like actual place where we need to be, but let me investigate.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
Who only this together hero? Have a rogue day. Okay. Interesting. I don't think there's anything else I need to see here.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe.
Whoa.
And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Okay, let me check this out.
I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
Oh snap. It is a shortcut.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Okay guys, so I'm gonna just do an intro for 1 hour into this game. And so far I think the game seems fantastic. I'm actually really enjoying it at the moment. Look and feel, graphics and stuff is absolutely amazing. So I'll catch you guys in the next episode on part 2. This is me from Game Day Studio. Peace.